can't even begin to lie to you guys. That first episode brought my hype levels from already like here, which is pretty high, to like, ow, broke the limit, I swear to God. What's up, Dapper Squad? It's your boy Darius, back at it again with episode 2 of season 2 of 7 Deadly Sins. Come on, camera, focus on my face. Last episode we honestly, it was a major setup, but it only made me more hype because it was just kind of like the ending or the aftermath of season 1, where we were awarding some medals to our heroes who have went through so much. Some people who weren't there due to some plot, due to some sneaky shenanigans by Hendrickson and Dreyfus, were not believing. The Platuses, to be specific, were not believing in the strength of Meliodas and the Sins. Once they got convinced, they're like, okay, we're gonna go do our own ship. Thank you for that. Peace out. So you have them, who's a separate group. Then you have the Sins, who are just, well, especially Meliodas. The Sins don't know because Meliodas doesn't like to give off crazy information. They know that the 10 shadows are being revived and that they're back. Then you have King Bon, and I think Jericho is going to join them because I saw him in the opening, who are going to the Fairy King Forest. I don't know what Bon's in search for or what his goals are, but you also have Griamore, Gilthunder, and Hauser, who are just in search of the truth because they were in the thick of the shenanigans in the plot, so they don't know what's real and what's not real. So I completely understand their point of views and why they're trying to find the truth. I'm just unbelievably excited because with this many groups, there's bound to be so much good shit happening that I've heard the animation, the story, everything. I've heard season 2 of 7 Deadly Sins is beautiful. Season 3, that's another story. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But season 2, I am very much looking forward to this. If you guys want to see the full length or early access to this show or any of the other shows I'm watching, make sure to check out the Patreon down below. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I'd appreciate that. If you guys want to ask me any questions, make sure to check out the Discord down below. I have a whole Q&A section there for you. I say we hop into this. This one's called Existence and Proof. Not a clue what that means, but let's hop into it. What's up, full lengthers? Thank you so much for being a patron. Let me make sure I'm recording audio. Let's hop right on into this 7 Deadly Sins, season 2, episode 2. Well, I really enjoyed that episode, but I actually did not write down like anything except for Fraudrin, because they went through not all of the 10 commandments names, but they went through like their names very fast. Like it was like the descriptor something of something. Like it was, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure if we ever get, I don't think it'll be a 10-on-10 battle or anything like that. Hopefully we get a couple of 1v1s, because I would love to get some more details and not necessarily backstory, but I'd love to get more details on the 10 commandments for sure. But Fraudrin, who had awoken 10 years ago, I don't know, so I can't see, I don't even think that was it all his plan? Was it Dreyfus and Hendrickson who planned to murder Zaratras and then somehow he took over? Or did he take over and then say, Hendrickson, let's kill Zaratras, and then enacted a plan over the years that would allow him to get the apostles' power? Which, how did he know that Elizabeth was the apostle of the goddesses? And why was Hendrickson and him not involved together on that? That's the only thing I'm confused at. Like it seemed as if it was all Hendrickson and he was just sitting there in the backgrounds and saw his opportunity and took it. And I would assume, me personally, I would assume that Fraudrin would have taken over sometime around when Hendrickson popped off and did his whole thing. But he said he awoken 10 years ago. So I want to know more backstory. I'm sure they're going to give it to us, but that is crazy. The designs of the 10 commandments are insane. Like some of them are terrifying. Some of them are really cool. That one buff ass girl with the 6-pack, I like her already. But they need to rest because the goddesses took away their power. So that's crazy. After a great war 3,000 years ago, the giants, the fairies, the goddesses, and the demons lost a lot of their power. So humans, the ones that are the weakest and with the shortest lifespans, are the ones that are ruling right now, which is crazy. And then you got Bon, Jericho, and King, who King is going through some shit this episode. Like, it's like, I'm glad. Like, I'm not glad that he's being thrown rocks at by his, his people, but he needs, it's a good to feel a sense of guilt and a sense of regret, because it allows you to push harder and to push for the things you love in the future. And I am praying to absolute God, whatever goddesses, fairies, and demons I can pray to, I'm praying that Deanne and King will get together, because that was so beautiful what Deanne was saying about not keeping your emotions bottled up and how it could affect you later on, how you regret it. And I'm so glad she got her memories back and everything like that. It's just so touching. But this season is going to be insane. What the fuck is Gowther doing, bro? A magic stabilizer. That's what those pills were. And so, like, is he just like too OP, or is he too strong? Like, why would he need the magic stabilizers? What are his sacred treasures? Because he has them like built into himself, the bow. And I just want to know more info, man. I'm sure I'm gonna get it, but that was such a powerful move he did. Blackout. Anything with a spirit level of under 400 will become unconscious within what was it, a 30 meter, 300 meter, 3 mile radius? That's insane, man. And then everything he did with Gila and Zeal, that is so unbelievably fucked up. Like, I never personally truly liked Gowther because he's always been kind of a weirdo, but like, he's gone from, I'm trying to think of all the sins: Meliodas, Deanne, Merlin, Bond, King, and then Escanor and Gowther. Gowther was already at the bottom. He was above Escanor because I haven't met him, but now Escanor is definitely above Gowther. Gowther is my least favorite of all the sins now, just because it's those kind of people that are so unaware of the damage that they're causing emotionally that they think everything can be justified in terms of research and science. Like, his level of not being there emotionally kind of reminds me of Todd from Breaking Bad. I'm not gonna spoil it if you guys haven't seen Breaking Bad or anything, or the movie, but he's just a character who's similar. He's like he does insanely fucked up things with like oh, it was just for the necessary good, or oh, I needed to do it, what the fuck ever, you know? Like, those kind of characters are psychotic to me. Like, they have no morality to them. That's no moral compass, no moral compass. Those are the ones that truly terrifying, because like, there's people with nothing to lose, those are terrifying as fuck, and then there's people who don't even care, you know? Like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus, I feel so bad for Zeal and Gila, because Gila was a fucking crazy person until you saw her motivations and the things she was fighting to protect, and especially with her dad, everything that, man, that's so fucked up. That was so fucked up. But I'm just looking forward to this next season. I can't lie to you, this is gonna be a fun ass time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like I said, leave a like down below, comment what you're thinking, check out the Patreon. I love you guys. Have a great day, Dapper Squad. Peace out.